everybody? On my way to the gym. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Good morning, goats. Good morning, sir. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, as you can see from the title, Pinnacle Credit Repair Exposed, I was just thinking this morning of how, now this was after somebody sent me his newest video and I watched it. And just after watching the stuff that he says and the stuff that he actually believes in his mind, it's hilarious. But he made a video, I don't know if y'all remember, when he was still in Vietnam, and he said he was taking all these pills, he was trying to figure out what was wrong with his brain, and he said that it was the pizza messed up the chemicals in the pizza messed up his brain. And this is hard for me to admit, but maybe he's got a point, because his brain is beyond messed up the way he thinks. There's really no words to describe this kid and his brain and how he thinks, and just how, I don't want to say stupid, but, well, I think you know what I mean. So yeah, it's just, it's hilarious that he's even still on YouTube and that he's not back in jail. So he fled to Vietnam, he beat up his girlfriend, done some other stuff, went and hid in Vietnam for 5 or 6 years, came back, obviously got locked up as soon as he got back, but then daddy got him out, and daddy's paying for everything, so that's how he's able to do anything, honestly. He's not making any money. Nobody's signing up for his services because everybody already knows he's a scam. We've been exposing him for, I don't know, at least 3 years now. Yeah, and his new thing now is he credit repair sucks. The problem is, how do you want to convince everybody that AI credit repair sucks, but then all over your website you talk about using AI? I just, how does that make sense? Maybe somebody can explain in the comments how that works, because it makes absolutely no sense to me. Again, I agree with him. AI credit repair sucks. Dispute B sucks. But you're claiming to use AI credit repair all over your website, when in reality, you're sending people's information to Tammy in India, and they're doing credit sweeps. They're filing false police reports. They're filing FTC reports to get your credit wiped clean. And it doesn't even work every time. Not only that, you're paying somebody $2,000 to $5,000 to commit fraud on your behalf. Just think about that. You're paying somebody $2,000 to $5,000 to commit fraud on your behalf. That's crazy. But again, it's your money. You can sign up with who you want to. If you want to go that route, you go ahead. And believe it or not, a lot of consumers are in such a big hurry that they don't mind committing fraud. Don't even realize they're committing fraud. Some say it's not committing fraud. Well, let me tell you, if you sweep your credit using identity theft, and you open those credit cards, you got those student loans, whatever it is on your credit report that's negative, and you use that method to get it removed, that is committing fraud. I promise you, that is committing fraud. And no matter how you want to word it, how you want to change it around, you can say Equifax data breach all you want to, but what does the Equifax data breach have to do with those 10 charge-offs that were already on your credit report? Absolutely nothing. What do they have to do with those credit cards that you got in your name? Absolutely nothing. You got them. Nobody else got them. You did. Now, if you are a true victim of identity theft, then yes, send in an FTC report and a police report, but only if you are a true victim. I promise you, it may be years from now, but this stuff's going to come back to haunt y'all when y'all do these illegal credit sweeps. Trust me, it's coming. Y'all believe me if you want to. You don't have to. I don't care. But I'm telling you, you sign up for these companies like Pinnacle Credit Repair, they're doing illegal stuff behind the scenes. There is no ACAT system. Jim the credit guy already exposed that, which we already knew there was no ACAT system. It's just something he made up in his brain that the pizza messed up. Remember, the pizza messed up his brain, so we've already established that he's not right, and he admitted it in one of his videos when he was still in Vietnam. But it sounds cool, sounds sophisticated, sounds smart, and sounds like something that nobody else is doing. That kid ain't smart enough to create anything. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Again, I'm on my way to the gym, so I figured I'd go live. Played ball last night. I got kneed in the thigh, so my legs are pretty jacked up right now. But can't give up, gotta work out either way. My trainer's going out of town Friday until Monday, so we're working out today. We worked out yesterday, then played ball. Now we're gonna work out today, legs of all things, and then we're working out Thursday, and then that'll be it till probably Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, credit sweep is not what you want. I'm telling you right now, it may seem like the route because it can be quick if it works. And even credit sweeps aren't guaranteed. Just like legal credit repair, nothing is guaranteed, even an illegal credit sweep. But why would you pay Pinnacle Credit Repair, Pinnacle Credit Management, I forgot the other name that failed too, but the business that failed, why would you pay them $2,000 to $5,000 to illegally sweep your credit? And there's a very good chance that the stuff's going to come right back on your credit report. You're going to be right back where you started. And now that the bureaus have that information in their system, which they keep for 24 months, now it's going to be extremely hard to try to fix your credit the right way and the legal way. So just keep that in mind when you want to do a credit sweep or hire somebody to do a credit sweep. Just keep that in mind. That information stays in their system for 24 months. And if you do go that route and it doesn't work, and you do want to fix it the legit way, you need to call all 3 credit bureaus and tell them that you want them to remove the last 24 months of disputes from your credit file. I better wake up. I didn't drink my pre-workout. I don't really want to do the pre-workout anymore. In fact, I'm probably going to take it back to GNC just because, again, I don't want to do the pre-workout. Even though it doesn't have stimulants in it, I don't like the way it makes me feel. Y'all have any questions, please leave them in the live chat. And unlike him, I will tell you, go check his channel out. Go see if you fall for his lies. Go see if you see the pizza messed up my brain. Because if you don't see the pizza messed up his brain, then I don't know what to tell you. And then everything he talks about is the best, and he's playing chess with I forgot what he said, but everything's just top tier with him. There is no helping the regular consumer that works a job, that makes $40,000-$50,000 a year. It's all, I only help millionaires, and no, you're living off daddy's money, just like other people that have daddies that have money. You're what, 35, 36 years old, and daddy's paying for everything? Come on, man. You're a grown man. That should have been over years ago. Years ago. Nobody's signing up for his services. He pays people to make review videos. He writes fake reviews online. And then when people leave real reviews talking about how he scammed them, his response almost every time is, our records indicate we've never worked with a client named John Smith. And it's just like, come on, like, who's really taking the time to go in here and leave a bad review if you didn't actually scam them? But again, take it at face value, believe what y'all want to believe. I'm just trying to keep you from getting scammed. I'm not saying don't use his service, you got to use mine. I don't care if you sign service. I don't. It doesn't bother me one bit. I want you to go with the company that you feel comfortable going with, whether that's me or not. I'm trying to save you $2,000 to $5,000 and getting scammed and making it even harder to fix your credit. Essentially, that's what you're paying $2,000 to $5,000 for, to make it even harder to fix your credit the legal way, the right way. In fact, if you do a credit sweep and then try to fix your credit the right way, and you work with a company like mine that uses attorneys, guess what? Now we can't sue because you committed fraud before you signed up with our company when you went with Pinnacle Credit Repair or even the Credit Plug that does credit sweeps as well. People go into his comments and claim that people in the Philippines are filing false police reports. And somebody asked me, how do you file a false police report? Real easy. That's what the lady Rose in Texas was doing. She took one police report and edited it for every single client that signed up for her services. That's actually how they found out she was doing the credit sweeps, because every one of the police reports were the same, just had a different name. If y'all don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell notification icon so you know every time I go live. I try to go live 1 to 3 times Monday through Friday, and then I try to go live once on Saturday, and I also try to go live once on Sunday. Sometimes it doesn't always work out. I get busy. I'm doing litigation underwriting agreements. I'm helping consumers get started, sending off handoff emails, sending off reports. There's a lot that goes into pre-litigation credit repair. We're not just trying to send this fancy consumer law or Metro 2 letter that looks pretty. The letters look pretty, I'll give them that. But they're not going to get you the results you're looking for in the long run. And again, this is not me trying to convince you that you've got to sign up for my services. This is not me trying to convince you that we're the only legit company that does pre-litigation credit repair. I'm just telling you, if you want to fix your credit the right way, make sure the company's using attorneys. Make sure that they're able to litigate your file for violations and illegal and inaccurate credit reporting. Make sure of that, because a regular credit repair company cannot do that. They can't offer that. They're not attorneys. They can't litigate these files. But would you rather have your information going to some guy named Tammy in India, or would you rather your information be going directly to attorneys, the best attorney in your state, and them disputing the negative items and then potentially suing for violations and getting debts waived, meaning you no longer owe the debt? It's not a hard decision. Well, it shouldn't be a hard decision, and yes, it can take longer to go that route, but at least it's being done the right way and the legal way. Y'all can do whatever you want to do. It's your credit, it's your money. Again, not trying to convince you to go with everything credit. I want you to go, if you feel comfortable going with a scammer, go with the scammer. I don't care. It's your money. You spend it how you want to spend it. I'm not going to judge you either way. And I'm not ready for this leg workout, y'all. I'm not even going to lie. And the fact that I have to do abs and cardio every time we work out, and then the preacher wants to meet up for lunch after I work out, and he wants to eat Chinese food. And I used to love Chinese food, but I don't know, it's tough for me to eat Chinese food anymore for some reason. I don't know. So now I'm like, do I just give in and the preacher wants to eat there, let's eat there, or do I say, hey, let's go here instead? I don't know. You got to be real careful with Chinese food. A lot of people get sick off Chinese food. Again, if y'all have any questions, leave them in the live chat. I should be on here for at least another 10 minutes, maybe even longer than that, because I'm, again, behind people that go way under the speed limit. And yeah. Excuse me, y'all. I can't stop yawning this morning. Yeah, why would you trust somebody that you know is doing credit sweeps? Why would you trust somebody that fled the United States to hide for 6 years, then had to leave that country in Vietnam to come back here because he got in trouble over there? So, but again, like I keep saying, it's your money. If you feel comfortable going with that person because they sound like they know what they're talking about on YouTube, you go right ahead. But don't say I didn't warn you. I'm telling you, the yawning is bad this morning. At least I'm not going to be late today. I'm going to be early. I'm going to be like probably 12, 15 minutes early. Anybody have any questions this morning? It doesn't have to be a question about Pinnacle Credit Repair scam or Pinnacle Credit Management scam, whatever name he chooses to go by that day. And also, how can you trust somebody when they have an agreement that's in Alabama, but they've never had a business in Alabama? Sometimes it's in New York, sometimes it's Florida, and sometimes it's California, but you don't even have a business in none of those states. And I've seen the one, I've actually posted it on my channel with an Alabama. Not only was it from Alabama, the address that he put in the contract doesn't even exist in Alabama. So how are you going to sue based off of that? I mean, it's smart on his part. The scammers are pretty smart. I may have to get something like a Gatorade or something today. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get something. Leg day too? That's rough. And another thing, if you've been scammed by Pinnacle Credit Repair or Pinnacle Credit Management, please reach out to me. I would love to help you not only walk you through the steps for free on how to reset your credit profile before trying to dispute the right way. We can also get you in with our attorneys if you want to go that route. But again, if you've used Pinnacle Credit Repair, Pinnacle Credit Management, or the Credit Plug, and you sign up for our services, you must reset your credit profile first. You must erase the last 24 months of disputes from your credit profile, or it'll never work. We'll never, no matter how many, man, I love that Tundra, still sitting there. No matter how many violations we find, we can't sue for those violations. They will automatically get thrown out in court because you've done a credit sweep prior to signing up for our services. And those are facts. That information stays in their system for 24 months. So if you do a credit sweep, claim identity theft, and it either don't work or it works, but the stuff jumps right back on your report, now when you try to fix it the legit way, the way they're going to view it is, wait a minute. Now, last month and the month before that, you were claiming identity theft. Now you're disputing it for inaccuracies and things that are incomplete without a police report, without an FTC report. So are you a real victim or are you not a real victim? Because if you were a real victim, you would still be sending in those police reports and FTC reports, not trying to fix it the right way. I promise you, it'll get thrown out in court immediately, because that's going to be how they fight you in court is, well, you know, he sent in an FTC report, sent in a false police report, they're just doing illegal credit sweeps, and you're really SOL then. every time I ride by this buy here, pay here lot, I just think how crazy it is that people will buy a car, which obviously some people have no choice. But a car that's worth $5,000 to $10,000, you wind up paying $30,000 to $35,000 for, just because the 20% interest. It just amazes me that these places still exist. Top of the morning, boss man. How are you? I believe this is how he's creating content. Yeah, he's trying to use Mike the Credit Guy to grow his channel by talking about Dispute Beast and AI credit repair when he claims to use AI credit repair himself. So in the midst of trying to expose Mike the Credit Guy and Dispute Beast, he's literally exposing himself, which is just mind-blowing to me. Maybe it's not to some of y'all, but it makes no sense at all. And again, this is not me trying to convince you to sign up for my services instead of his or anybody else's. It's your money. You spend it where you want to. If you don't mind paying somebody $2,000 to $5,000 to commit fraud on your behalf, you go right ahead. It's your money. And what is this cat doing? I don't think he knows where he's going. There we go. So yeah, whether you sign up for my services or not, doesn't matter to me. He suffers from delusions, bro. No, he really does. And like I said earlier, he made a video when he was still hiding in Vietnam, claiming that pizza, the chemicals in pizza, messed up his brain. But he has banks bringing him donuts. Yeah, they probably feel bad for him because he don't have no money and no customers. He's living off of daddy's money. His daddy's got some money, so that's how he's operating. He's not doing good at all, I promise you. And it probably wasn't even banks bringing him donuts. It was probably the soup kitchen or something bringing him food because they feel sorry for him. I'm just kidding. Well, it wouldn't surprise me because you can almost guarantee anything that he says to believe the opposite. That was a good one, but banks bring him donuts. I like that. That's hilarious. That was good. And there weren't even good banks that were supposedly bringing donuts either, by the way. I don't know if anybody else noticed that as well. It definitely wasn't Chase bringing him donuts. It wasn't Barclays bringing him donuts. And I'll be at the gym real soon. Looks like I am going to be at least 10 minutes early, if not 12. But that's fine. Give me a little extra time. I got to stretch extra today. Because I'm telling y'all, my legs are shot from ball last night. And I played so bad. It was funny. It's crazy because now I always start out playing so good, but then I play terrible at the end. Used to, I played amazing at the end. So I don't know what happened there, but my trainer was on my team. He picked me, and he's like, keep the ball out of David's hand. And then when he started saying that, he started playing really, really, I'm out, have a blessed day. You have a blessed day as well. And as soon as he said that, he started playing bad himself. So I'm yelling out, keep the ball out of Rip's hand. It was hilarious. You would have had to been there. Probably not as funny with me explaining it, but it was funny. But yeah, I'm enjoying playing ball again and getting back in shape the way I used to be, because I used to be in such good shape. But I am pulling up at the gym now, y'all. I will try to go live again later on, sometime this afternoon or tonight. So hopefully I will see y'all on the next live.